Hey there, welcome back to No Pants Profits. And yes, I am wearing my controversial Spider-Man shirt. And you say every time Richard wears his Spider-Man shirt, there is a controversy. About a month and a half ago, as of the time of recording this video, I brought a Starlink on the Carnival Miracle. I did it. Bought a Starlink dish, ran it from my balcony on the Carnival Miracle, ran it from the pool deck on the Carnival Miracle. Nobody had a problem with it until I put out a video showing how much better it was than the onboard internet. And yes, all the Spider-Mans were pointing to each other. There were discussions in Carnival headquarters about banning me and everything like that, but here's the real reality of it. I didn't do anything wrong. Wasn't a satellite dish, didn't do anything like that, but it worked. And, you know, Carnival has Starlink on all of their ships now. I am on the Carnival Celebration presently in the Caribbean. We are headed back towards Miami. We'll be in Miami tomorrow. And for the last 14 days, I have been using something that's not Carnival Wi-Fi, that's not Starlink, but it's a third option on one of my devices. And what I've been using is I've been using a SIM card from a company called GigSky. Now, you might say, hey, Rich, what is GigSky? GigSky is an MVNO, Mobile Virtual Network Operator. So, you know, I don't know how many of you have had AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, any of those, Sprint, it's now T-Mobile, that you've been on your phone and you turn on your phone, the ship leaves port, and what's it say in the top left corner? It says, cellular at sea. GigSky is different. They are their own provider, and they negotiate directly with the providers. So in the top left-hand corner, your provider is always going to say, GigSky, 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 GigSky. I know it sounds weird. So GigSky is an app that you can download on your phone, and you can actually get access to use on the cruise ship, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to be talking about Americas and the Caribbean right now. So your cruise plus Americas and the Caribbean. Europe is slightly higher. Asia is slightly higher, but not by much. Now, here's the important thing. These plans work. For one day, you can get 512 megabytes. For 7 days, you can get a gigabyte. For 15 days, you can get 3 gigabytes. So if you're like me, I've been using it for 14 days. This is my 14th day. I'm on a back-to-back cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras and on the Carnival Celebration. And I've been using this on one device. I've been watching the data I've been using on that device, and it's done relatively well. For 5 gigs, you can have 30 days. Or for 10 gigs, you can have 30 days. To give you an idea on the price, again, 512 megs for one day, $16.99. Compared to the cruise ships are charging quite a bit more than that for the Wi-Fi, or 1 gig for 7 days. Now, if you are just going to be using Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp or something like that, it is wonderful for you. Once you start using YouTube videos and stuff like that, it ain't great. But you just download the GigSky app. It works on any iPhone or Android phone that's unlocked. The app will let you know whether the phone is unlocked or not. But 1 gig for 7 days, $30 compared to $120 to have Wi-Fi on this cruise. Now, we are on the Carnival Celebration. That has upgraded access points. I'm looking for one. Just because I want to see one. I can't see one right now. Is that one? Let's take a walk. It has upgraded access points that the older ships don't have. There's one. So these should be Aruba network access points right here that are available. And you know, that gets the infrastructure a lot better on the inside of the ship. So yeah, when you have Starlink, you're going to get a good level of quality. I did a whole thing on the Jubilee talking about how actually good the internet was on the Jubilee. I want to show you though, what I'm going to do is I am going to do a speed test comparison of the internet on the Carnival Celebration versus the internet coming over the cellular connection with GigSky. So I am on GigSky right now. As you can see in the top left-hand corner, it says GigSky, but I do have the Wi-Fi connected to Carnival Celebration Wi-Fi. Now, speed tests are not the be-all, end-all of everything, but they exist. So if I hit go, this is a Wi-Fi speed test. Let me be very clear. These cellular networks run on top of the Wi-Fi. So you see it'll say Carnival Cruise Lines. It's connecting to Miami, Florida, which is where the IP is from. We'll see where the download is. Okay. The download's not great. Not terrible. Should we give it a better chance? Yes, Rich, we should. Okay, let's take a walk. We're going to give it a better chance. What we're going to do is we're going to go over right next to that router that I stood up to before. I mean right next to. When I say right next to, I mean literally we're going right here. And yeah, it got a little bit better. Let's see, right next to Carnival Cruise Line. Now, this is public. This is not in the cabin corridors or anything like that. Okay, it's on Carnival Celebration. Some of you are like, oh, what do you mean it's on Carnival Celebration? I should say in this router's range. What do I mean it's on Carnival Celebration? It's literally on Carnival Celebration. Because why? Because there's the celebration right there. It's actually the coins from the keel laying on Celebration. 6 by 2 or by 3. Again, it ain't great. 6.88 by 2.49. I actually generally get better than that in my cabin at night, but just showing you right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi, and we're going to try the cellular. Now, I turned off cellular data for speed tests because obviously I don't want it wasting stuff. So what I can do is I can go to settings and I can say to use cellular data. I don't have a search, sort by name. I have a lot of apps installed on my phone, sorry. LMNOPUR Segway Skydio speed test. All right. So we're going to run this. This is running on GigSky. You'll see GigSky LTE, which runs on the Cellular at Sea network. Now, I've had this installed on my iPhone. I've had it installed on the Android phone. Let's see how it's worked here. Now, this uses the internet on the ship. Let me be very clear. It uses the internet on the ship. Is it getting better speed? I don't know how that's possible. Also, what's interesting is all the stuff that Carnival blocks, this doesn't block. So if you're looking to get to certain things like the Wizard of Odds website to learn how to best play table games in the casino, that's not actually blocked on the GigSky network, but it is blocked on the on Carnival's Wi-Fi. So 13.2 by 2.85. But again, when you're using this, you have to be cautious of your data. But I think that's important for people to know. There is another option. You don't have to worry about your cell carrier charging you a fortune or Carnival charging you what they charge for Wi-Fi. Again, this might not be for everyone. If you want to watch YouTube videos, you want to do a lot of heavy data-intensive things, dog, this ain't for you. But if you're just going to text people off the ship, you're going to text people on the ship, you can use the ship's Wi-Fi texting. But if you're going to text people that are not on the ship, you can use WhatsApp, you're going to use Facebook Messenger, you can use anything like that. This might be more economical than getting the ship's plan. Again, GigSky, you can download the app. So you just go to the GigSky, look up GigSky in the App Store. As long as your phone is unlocked, you will be able to actually install a digital eSIM in your phone, and then that will actually work and give you connectivity on board. Now, this works on most cruise ships in the world. I'm having a Chipotle pork wrap right now, but it's actually it works very well. There's been quite a few number of times where I've left my internet logged on my computer upstairs, and I've used this just for text, for standard Facebook messaging and everything like that, and it works fine. I mean, I don't want to show my whole Facebook, but this seems fine. I'm not on Wi-Fi right now, and Facebook works. So, yeah, I mean, I have full internet. Hey, look, Costco has a Macallan 64 year from Scotland for $50,000. Let me be very clear, that is coming over Cellular at Sea via GigSky. GigSky's pretty solid. Oh, I didn't mention, GigSky also works in port. So not only on the ship, but on port. So for that low rate, as long as you're not blowing a lot of data, you start blowing a lot of data watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, things are a little bit harder. But as long as you watch your data, and trust me, GigSky lets you do that, and you're able to see just how much I have 3.88 gigs remaining in 15 days and 23 hours remaining on the SIM card. It's my only SIM card that's active when I'm at sea. It works really well. I'm going to do more on GigSky in the future, but if you have questions on GigSky, drop them in the comments below. I don't know if I'm going to have a promo code or anything for GigSky, but if I do, it'll be down in the comments below. But yeah, they reached out and they said, you know, if you don't want to not have internet or pay Carnival, again, like the Spider-Man supporting each other, GigSky is another option, which goes through cellular at sea, and you buy a pre-done bucket of data, and you don't have to worry about any surprise charges. The app lets you track it and everything like that. Hope you enjoyed this quick overview of GigSky. It's Richard from No Pants Profits, saying that there's more options than just Wi-Fi or bringing a Starlink on board, and GigSky might be one of them. And when you wear no pants, the only thing you got left to lose is your shirt. Have a great one, and next cruise, give GigSky a try. Might be worth it in your scenario. Have a great one.